All right. Will you press the button? Again, the premise of the game is very simple. If we can even call it a game, I guess. Um, it is as simple as this. You go ahead and you get a prompt, and the prompt has pros and cons. You go ahead and measure them, and then after deliberating for a bit, you go ahead and you press the button, or you don't. Is press the button, or you don't. So, will you press the button? You will get three wishes, but they will all be granted exactly to the world. So I guess like this is just one of those things in which you have to be careful when you ask for something. But I think that my wishes will be like probably the most like the simplest wishes you've ever seen in your entire life. Like getting three wishes is like a positive thing. You just have to be careful because in this case, like usually when you watch a program or a movie or something like that, they go ahead and they tell you like you get three wishes and then there's consequences to those wishes, but you never get told beforehand. In this case, we know, so we go ahead and what we have to do is be really careful. I feel like three wishes might be way too much. I feel like what you need to do a lot of the times, especially when it comes to wishes and stuff like that, even though it sounds very, very superficial, is like, if you have like a lot of money, like perhaps not in a specific amount, you go ahead and you can ask for a position in a company that I don't know, perhaps being the owner of a company without certain responsibilities or I don't know, it's kind of hard, or perhaps you just ask for a huge amount of money and then you have like a lot of stuff set up, right? Like you don't have to, I want to be the strongest person in the world, something like that. You can go ahead and instead of taking out the flavor of life, you can get the money to perhaps pay for the trainers, and then you can go ahead and do it, or for the equipment or something like that. Because I feel like getting every little thing that you want can be very boring if you don't work for it. Perhaps you can ask for creativity and then like being the most creative person in the world, or in a field, for example. Sorry if my nose is itchy. And then also like I think that the money is a must have. I like again, I know that it sounds superficial and I apologize if it doesn't sound very good. But if you have the money and you have like an idea or a goal or a business thing that you want to go ahead and achieve, then you end up being like very, very, you end up set up, right? Like for life, I think. So I will press the button. Like I want my three wishes. Yeah, like I'm glad that the majority of people was like, yeah, I want that. I don't mind that at all. Like getting three wishes is just like a positive thing. So next, will you press the button? Any scheduled test will be cancelled for the rest of your life. You will always have to study for the never coming test. No. If you think about it for a second, you come to the realization that you will be stuck forever studying. Like I don't understand the point of this. Like it's not just studying for the never coming test. It's more like how do I advance my career, or if you're in high school, how do you advance high school if you don't have tests going on? This is just an awful idea. I will not press it. See, there you go. People are with me on this one. It's like, what do I do? Not only like the idea of not having tests is like, please do not, like, I don't want to study, right? But then you not only have to study for it, but then like you will not advance in your career, and then what the fuck? Next. Will you press the button? Get $10 every time you poop. You have to poop it out first. I don't know why I'm thinking about it even. Why am I considering this? Am I in such a need of $10 right now that I'm like I need to poop out $10? I don't wanna do that. That feels like very awkward. You have to pick up the money. No, you know what? No, this is awful. What the hell, dude? People say yes. Like, are you insane? Are you happy picking up $10 from the toilet after doing what you have to do? Like, no, please, no. I don't want to do that. Ever. No. Will you press the button? Having the power to be a god, but you're always drunk. Okay, so it's just like Venti essentially from Genshin Impact. Um, it's very dangerous for a lot of people, perhaps even including myself, because perhaps being a god doesn't mean you're immortal. But I think I will press the button. Like, I know that it sounds insane. That many people will probably not, because like being a god is not easy. I would assume, but I don't know. I've never been drunk. It seems kind of lame to admit. But I legit have never been drunk. Um, so that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know what it feels like, or I don't know what it might be. Um, I don't have like all the information, but I would like to have such an immense amount of power. It sounds insane, but yes, 62% of people want to be drunk and have like a huge amount of power. Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. Well, you press the button. You get to live forever rich, but you are blind forever. I will not. Like, I don't even have to debate that one. Like, I don't even have to think about it. I think that having like being fully healthy and having all your senses is like the most important thing in the world. Like, I legit, like, I gotta be honest about this, like very, very honest. One of my biggest fears in life is losing sight, or losing like the ability to hear, right? Or even like anything really, like even not being able to talk, right? But like, I feel like living without music, for example, will be awful. Living without seeing will be awful. It doesn't matter the amount of money. Like, I don't think it's worth it ever. So next. Okay, well, you press the button. You can become Superman, but you will be invisible for the to the rest of the world. No. I will do many, many wonderful things probably while being Superman. I will assume, but like nobody will be able to see me. I cannot have a normal life. I have to say goodbye to a lot of things. I no, you know what? No, no, thank you. 50-50. That is incredible. It's very interesting to go ahead and check out like um, what people think about like these sort of ideas and these sort of things. Um, but yeah, to me it would be very weird to be invisible, not invincible, because Superman is invincible. Well, kind of, right? But like, I believe that he's close to invincible, and just the idea of like nobody seeing me, not being able to like have my version of Lois Lane. I know that sounds lame, probably, but like, it's kind of strange to me. Um, I'm messing with my lights just a tiny bit. Mm, Sorry for the inconvenience. I think that the way that I had it was okay. I think that I'll keep it as it is. Anyway, next. Okay, well, you press the button. You gain anyone's superpower of your choice, aside from immortality. Okay, that seems okay. But you will lose your ability to swim. This is very awkward, or perhaps even embarrassing for me. Like, specifically, like for me, right? But I do not know how to swim. So this will be gain any superpower of your choice and lose nothing. So yes, I'll take that. Please, thank you. In my case, in my unique case, perhaps there's somebody who serves, or somebody who loves swimming or the ocean that wouldn't do that. When you press the button, you have the power to teleport anywhere in the world, but every time you do it, 10 million random people are suddenly killed. That is 10 million. So essentially, I will just like be a genocidal freak every time that I teleport, and I cannot teleport like every time. I feel like that's insane. No, I will not. Yeah, okay, thank you, people, for being on my side of this one, because like that seems a bit ridiculous, right? Like at 10 million people, like you have to be like legit have to be insane to be like, yeah, you know what? That seems like a fair trade. 10 million people, and I get to save um on tickets for airplanes. Like, yeah, please. I oh no. Oh no, I clicked on this one without noticing that. Okay, what was it? You did not press the button. Yeah, I know, but by mistake. You will become a millionaire, and everyone will envy you. But you can only have sex with people over the age of 86. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have pressed that button. Nothing lost there. You have the ability to control anything with your mind, but every time you do, you get an almost unbearable headache. That seems like Professor X from the X-Men, right? But like every time that I do it, it's not like if I do it way too much or if I do something very strong, perhaps that's what it happens. In this case, like every time that I do it, and almost unbearable. I like the keyword almost, because I feel like that's enough for me to think like, okay, you know what, I can bear it and I can live with it. I will only use it responsibly. So I think I will press it. I think that the ability of power, the idea of power is just too strong for me to be like, no, you know what, I will not take it. So next, will you press the button? You get to explore the universe and visit other inhabited planets, but you can never return to Earth. Oh man. This is such a difficult question. I said no to being Superman for the idea of being invincible and nobody ever noticing me, and the idea of no Lois Lane. But I don't know what's out there. Perhaps there's a better version of Earth. Hi, hello there, by the way. Um, I think that because in this case, if there is inhabited planets, that's the problem, right? Because if there is life in other planets, I'll probably take it. I'll probably use it because the idea of like meeting other civilizations. But I think I wouldn't. Oh man, I don't know. I feel like, but the thing is, Earth is so like right now. Yeah, it is a risky thing, but right now Earth is very close to achieving like travel into space. So perhaps I can wait, and I think it's only for the rich though, and I'm not part of that. But like, but hey, you know what? Maybe it'll get better in the future, in like in 20 years or something. Like when I'm 40, it could be like, yeah, now I can travel to other planets. Um, so therefore, like many people will achieve the same thing that I have, without having to never return to Earth or have a life and a family. So I will not. I choose to wait and see what happens with the whole space tourism. I prefer quite simply to ignore this one and next. That is just fucking brutal. Like what the hell? Like I would prefer to have like a normal life, please, but no. Uh, and not have like a terminal disease, please, and not give it to anybody that I love. Thank you. Um, Will you press the button? Your car no longer needs needs gasoline to run, but no electrical equipment works in it anymore. So no radio and no battery. Without battery, I cannot do anything, and I cannot even do lights. So I will not. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, for music, okay, but what about the battery? And what about like how do I move? how like what about the lights also? Like I cannot see anything. So next. All caps. What the hell is happening here? Will you press the button? You become immortal, but you can decide when you die. Okay, so I'm not immortal. I can kill myself. You have to fight in every war known to man all over, and you feel pain. Why is this in caps? But these questions are community created. This is why some people are edgy as hell, and they decide to be like, "Hey, let's mess with this." So it can be a bit risky sometimes to run these discussions, but yeah, all caps. Um, no, I would rather not fight any war. I consider myself a pacifist, so I am against war, and I am pro gun control. So fighting wars is just I don't care for being immortal. Fuck that. I think I can understand 350. It costs you about 350. You get to buy some Girl Scout cookies. It'll cost you about 350. So I'll press the button. $350. $350, I think. It's a way to say that. I think if I made a mistake and this is something stupid, please forgive me. But I think that this is 350 is $350. And that's a reference to how rappers say it sometimes. And I don't know if this is recent. I don't think it is, but there's a Playboy Carti leak in which he's just counting over the beat, and it's just hilarious to me. If I have the $350 to spend, then I will just press it. Have you heard of this Nell where you push the button? No. You got one for me? Okay, we can hear this one. Chat is giving me a prompt, so let me know. Or we can do another one while we wait. Let's do another one while we wait. Oh no, okay, it's back. Okay, let me look at it. You're immortal, but there's a snail constantly chasing you, and if it touches you, you die a painful death. It's the snail moves in a snail way, right? Like I know it sounds silly to ask that, but it moves slowly, if I'm not mistaken, right? If that's the case, then I don't think that can happen to me, right? Well, it can actually. The snail constantly chasing you, and if it touches you, you die a painful death. I can beat a snail in a race, but I will live in fear that the dude is next to me. The snail knows where you are, and it's immortal as well. Do I really want immortality, by the way? Like now that I think about it, sometimes I'm like I don't think I can reach my 60s, even or my 50s. Like I'm out of here. So you know what? The idea of a snail chasing me and the painful death within it, constantly being in fear of this snail, and also the fact that I don't think I want to be immortal. Um, when I was like 16, I used to because I listened to a lot of Oasis, and I was like, I want to live forever, like Liam Gallagher was singing. Um, then I listened to Nirvana, and now here I am. No, I don't think I will press the button. I would rather like live my life without a dead snail chasing me, because then that will mean that I have to be on the move, and being immortal doesn't mean that I'm able to like it doesn't mean that I'm able to have money to travel around the world to teleport something like that. So then this nail will be who knows where. And what happens if I want to sleep or have a normal life? Like, oh, here you are. And then, by the way, like there's a death, a painful death coming my way. If I touch it, I prefer not to. Right, 350. Next. Um, will you press the button? You receive $10 million, but you have to eat trash for 3 days straight. I love the typo on receive, by the way. I think it depends on, yeah, it depends on what type of trash. If I got if oh man. But just I'm very picky with food, so I don't know if I will be able to do that. 3 days straight of just eating trash. I love the idea of the money and I hate the typo, by the way. So I think I'm gonna say no. Because I don't think I can survive that. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I want to be like, oh, you know what? I ate like a little bit and then I threw up and then went away. And I can spend, I'm sure that I can spend 3 days straight without eating anything. But the prompt is very like direct and I don't want to like walk around it. So I feel like if you have to eat 100%, I prefer not to. Wow. 70% of people have decided to eat trash. Can I look at the comments? Trash food suit. Young food sounds good. Technically, leftovers count as trash. Leftovers count as trash indeed. I'm looking at the comments, but like, and that's why I went down. Trash is just a status you put on your property. All I really need is someone to buy food for me, or to declare that it is trash before giving it to me. Nah, you know what? Like I hear that, but I think that the prompt is being honest and direct, and it's like, yeah. Yeah, I know that you cannot see the full screen. Like that's the screen region that I set up, just in case there's an edgy comment or something like that. I know that you cannot see the full screen. That's how I set it up. Okay, the next one. Will you press the button? Do you get any superpower you wish for, but everyone knows and wants your help. Everyone means like every single person in the world. I can always say no. I can be an ass. If I get any superpower that I want, I can just build like a huge building and live. Mind control, you probably get mind control. Yeah, like yeah, I see very like a lot of stuff that is positive here. So I'll press it because I want the, oh, I can breathe in space now because that's the power I want. So then I fly, and then people can call me all they want. I don't give a fuck. I'm busy in space. So yes, I'll press it. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. 78% of people. I don't know why 22% people said no. Perhaps they just didn't think it through. But I see only positives here. Like people want my help all the time anyway that I know. So yeah, next. Will you press the button? You can end world hunger forever, but you'll always be hungry. I will press this. I don't even need to think about it. The idea of I'll always be hungry doesn't mean that I'm gonna starve. It just means that I have to keep eating. It's gonna be a hell of an eating disorder, but like I don't know. I think I can bear it. The idea of ending world hunger forever is so good that I don't want to pass it by. Right? Like I feel like that would suck to be like, no, you know what? I don't want to. I don't want to help like millions of people and all of humanity forever and ever. I prefer to be like to not be hungry myself ever. So I'm gonna press it, and yeah, I see only positives here. Will you press the button? Facebook shuts down, but Tumblr shuts down at the same time. Oh no. Anyway, yes. Like, like what the fuck? That is so funny. Oh no, like Tumblr and Facebook. I don't use any of them. Like I see only positives in that one. No, Twitter I want to keep because Twitter is fun for me. But like social media as a whole would probably like be, if everything was deleted, then the world would be a better place. Will you press the button? You could have internet everywhere, but you could never watch any movies in your life. A couple of years ago, I would have said yes, but recently I become like a huge film fanatic. Um, series I can watch, but the idea of staying without movies kind of sucks for me. I love the idea of internet forever, everywhere, right? But like, Mm, I don't know. You, oh man, I don't know. No, you know what? I say yes because I can watch YouTube and I can watch series as well if I want to. Internet, at how much speed also? Like you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna say no because I love going to the movies and I don't wanna get rid of. Besides, this is from way more than 5 years ago. So yeah, 1G internet. Let's go. Yeah, you know what? I will say no. I feel like at this point in time, a lot of people have internet everywhere. So I will be surprised if. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? Let's next it. What is this? Okay, you know what? I'ma read it. When you press the button, you can become infinitely rich and internationally famous. You're financially safe, set for life. You become the subject of a hype-up internet meme. You're incredibly popular for a while, but you eventually become repetitive and annoying. You go from being admired to ridiculed, before fading into obscurity as just another washed-up novelty act. So this is just like YouTuber Simulator, right? In like 2012. Um, yeah. You know what? You're financially set for life. And most importantly, fading into obscurity. I want that. Like it's gonna take a couple of years, perhaps even more than that. But hey, if I get to live a normal life after everything is done, knowing that this is a decision that I'm making, and knowing that if I press the button, I'm gonna be able to have a family, a dog, a house, I'm gonna be able to travel around the world and do everything that I want to do, including setting my own business, for example, setting my own record label or something like that, and I fade into obscurity, and people will forget about, oh, you know, people were mocking me, but now not anymore. I'm just another washed up novelty act. Like who cares about what people say about me? Like I don't give a fuck anyway, right? Like oh no, somebody in I don't know, dude, in fucking France that I've never been to in my life and I'll never meet is mocking me. But it's also causing me to have an income and have a lot of money. And it's making me have a better life for my family and for me and my friends. All right. I'm like, all right, you know? Okay. Will you press a button? You can program anything in your life, like the Matrix. Every time you program something in your mind, a year of your life goes away. I don't know why that sounds so funny. Um, Program anything in your mind, thinking that the world, that life and the universe is the Matrix, right? There's a mosquito going around here. I should play Super Autopets. Um, it's like mind control on like a superpower, but I don't understand everything about like the metrics. So I don't know, dude. I think I will not. It sounds very complicated, and I don't wanna waste my life programming stuff. So no, I will choose not to. LOL, I was once in this Discord server for an indie game, and one person was like, I'm leaving this game forever. And the devs and everyone else in the server was mocking them, like, oh no, what would I do without that one player? Like, yeah, you know? Like, sometimes I understand when it becomes like like the problem becomes bigger when you become like a TikTok meme, and now people are mocking you. And by the way, this is something that came to mind just so people know. Like every time that you use a person in a reaction meme, that person exists, right? Like you do understand that, right? Like that person like legit has a life and they are probably watching you. Like not exactly you, but they're watching the internet use their image. And that sucks. And I hope that that never happens to me. I don't want to be a meme. But if it happened to me with the idea of money, like way too much to the point that people will forget about me soon, and I'll be able to keep the money, I wouldn't mind that. But if it is just one person, like again, if something happens in chat, right? When and I've had certain complicated people come around in chat. Sometimes in Dokkan, one time in Genshin, a couple other times in a couple other games. Like I'm not huge, therefore like huge in Twitch, by the way. That's what I meant. But like I'm not huge. I don't have to face so many people that are kind of assholes sometimes. But when I see them, I just go ahead and ban them. And oh no, what would I do without one less follower, one less ban, or one less chat? Like nothing. I'll just keep going until like because I prefer my mental health over having one more chatter, one more viewer, right? Like that's how it should work. It's the same with the indie developers, right? Like oh no, what will we do with one less player anyway? Then more people will come, right? Like you cannot stop by for one opinion or one person being an asshole, right? You can only keep going. So I understand that, and that's a healthy way to put it. Like I want to keep going with my life, no matter what they say. Okay, like this is I don't even know. When you press the button, you can click your fingers and have Morgan Freeman read read you a bedtime story. You're haunted in your dreams by dead relatives screaming at you every time you use the Freeman power. Morgan Freeman is a very very famous actor, by the way, chat. Like I know that you're asking. Um but I can't remember like I know exactly who he is and he has a very soothing voice. Um yeah, he has his distinctive deep voice, but I'm looking at like he was in this Shawshank Redemption, for example. But I'm looking at like better movies, yeah, that I can give you that perhaps you know. In Bruce Almighty, he appeared as well. He was in The Dark Knight. I don't know if that helps at all. At all. He was in Lucy as well, a Luc Besson film. Um, he's a very cool actor, and many people love him. That being said, there is something embarrassing that I want to go ahead and say. I cannot click my fingers. Like the sound doesn't come out. I don't know how to do it properly. Therefore, even if I press the button and I have the Morgan Freeman power, I cannot use it. Therefore, no. I don't want people yelling at me when I go to sleep. By the way, I can just put on like an ASMR video and just fall asleep. It helps when you put your index finger above your middle, like something like this. No, I have no idea how to do it. Like honestly, I just don't know. So that is an ability that everybody has that I don't, and that is funny. But like, if I cannot do it anyway, like, why will I press the button? I don't wanna. What the fuck is this? When you press the button, you are green and blue all over. People will forgive anything you do. I don't. What the fuck? Is there something that I'm missing? Shouldn't those options be in reverse? Yes. So I could steal from people, kill the president, take out both superpowers, and no one will care. The world will be mine so quickly. Like maybe, but you're blue and green. I don't. Yeah, they can forgive you, but that doesn't mean that A, they forget, and B, that doesn't mean that they'll be nice to you. They can just be a-holes to you, and that's it. So no, I don't. But why green and blue? No, next. Will you press the button? Creator of the best technology of the century and become really famous. When people buy your product, your bank budgets goes down and minuses instead of increases until you're bankrupt. Yeah, like no. Why will anyone want to do that? I just like for the fame maybe, but you're bankrupt. So I mean, the best technology could be something to help cure cancer, which would be fantastic, and perhaps that is something to bear. But if you're talking about like an iPhone or something stupid like that, which is nice to have. I have an iPhone, but like, is that's not worth going bankrupt for IMO. But if it was like something that helps humanity, like for example, when I was like iPhone now with 10 cameras, exactly, like that is not worth going bankrupt for. This is important, so no. Next, when you press the button, you will physically attracting. You will be mentally ugly. This is incredible typing skills. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What did the comment say? The person who wrote this is mentally ugly. Oh no no. The person who wrote this is mentally ugly, dude. I will not. I don't want to be physically attractive. That's the way that you say this BS. Just to be mentally stupid, perhaps that's what they meant. Uh no, I don't want to be. No, that I don't see the point in being stupid just for the sake of being, just for the sake of being attractive, right? I don't care for that. So next, you have the greatest, fastest, best computer ever with unlimited storage space, all the PC games ever made, all the applications ever made, okay, and free, unnaturally fast internet. But the only site you can connect to is 4chan. Absolutely not. Like absolutely not. Not because that will mean that I have like a lot of entertainment, but I'm not able to access anything else, and I cannot stream. So no. People are saying like easy. Just use another different computer for internet browsing and use the Amazeball computers for gaming and stuff like that. Um, sounds interesting, but no. Like like again, I want to stream, right? So I can't. Like I don't understand. Why would I want a computer like that if I'm gonna have my own computer? Next. Will you press the button? You gain the ability to travel to any fictitious world and obtain its powers which you can bring to any other world, including Earth. All current ties to your friends and family are severed. They forget who you were. I will do it, sis. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I will do it too. I love my people. I love them so much. I love my friends and I love my family. But I will not forget them. Maybe they can't forget me, but I will not forget them. I can gain powers to make them remember me, and I can help them out. I will be incredibly powerful, and I will have a lot of fun in a fictitious world. I'll probably go to something boring to me, to a lot of people, but to me it's super fun. I'll probably go to Dragon Ball Z and earn a lot of powers there, um, or something like that. I don't know, but I will press the button. 53%. Like again, it like I guess it's I'm not super attached. Maybe that's the thing. This would be a cool plot for what? An icy guy. What do you mean? Any world you say goes to the world of Undertale, says the top comment. Anyway, I have not played Undertale, so no. You can redo your life as many times as you want from whatever age you want. Each time you start over, you get uglier. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the genre of anime it is. Oh, plastic surgery. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That is fair. No, but if I don't have the money oh, wait a minute. If I can remember everything, I can go ahead and win the lottery multiple times, and then I can go ahead and buy my plastic surgery. Surgery. You get uglier, but not that much, it seems. So I will press it. 40% of people say no. Say yes, and 60% say no. Hmm. Okay, next me. You are able to travel back and forth in time. Every time you use this ability, a small perfect of your life is taken away. Adding on to that, if you overuse this ability, you'll suffer with stubborn and dangerous migraines, a bloody nose, and puking blood. Can I just not go through any of that? I don't want to do that, dude. Puking blood and all of that. Like, no. Perfect of your life. I don't know. Every time you use it, also. Like, that seems like a negative to me. You can download every visual thought to your computer. This includes dreams, imagination, and drunken experiences that you may have forgotten. Life as you know it, it is now black and white, though you and others can view the recordings in color. Time to make noir movies. I don't know, man. This one's weird. I feel like I will not. It's for everybody black and white. Life as you know it is black and white for every single person, but the recordings are in color. But why do I every visual thought to your computer? Sounds very interesting, but nah, you know what? No. Alright, people love it. I don't know. It seems very weird to mess with. If it is for everyone, I will definitely do it. But if it is only for me, maybe not. I wouldn't do it anyway. I don't want to mess with anybody else's. Also, like anything that messes with everybody, it's weird. When you press the button, all the people that you meet love you, but you have to carry and use diaper in your pocket. That will suck for every single person, and also for me. I think that this is not love in a romance way. This is just love in any way. I will say no, dude. I would rather just say no. I don't want to carry shit in my pocket. I think that love in every way, right? Like it can be also like in a romantic way. I assume. Like in this case, we're talking about like any way that you want to. Yeah, I would not press it honestly. 64% of people are with me. You have to carry a news diaper. You have to carry a news diaper. You have to carry. Oh man, that's a tough comment. Well, you press the button. You get immortality, but you can never have sex again. I will not. Like, why do I want to live forever and get taken away sex? I don't know. That is, I don't want to live forever, and it just seems like a minus thing all over. So no. You will do great acts that will never not be forgotten, and everyone will know you for thousands of years. But you will die at the age of 32. This I don't know. This seems like it's a reference to Jesus, by the way. But like, I feel like I do want to be remembered for good things, though. Like that will be awesome. But but at this point, I am 23 now, so I only have like 9 years or something like that. Yeah, if it benefits other people as well, then yeah. You know what? I'm a president. I feel like yeah, if it is something beautiful for everybody else and people will remember me forever, then yeah. Next. Will you press the button? You can type with your mind and no longer need a keyboard. You have a 10% chance of developing a brain tumor within 20 years and dying. This is just freaking stupid. I will not. Give me my key. Who presses? Who pressed that? Like, why do you hate keywords? Yeah, I'ma just keep typing what I want to. Will you press the button? You get to live in the fictional world of your choosing. You will still be the same person. Also, you will be branded as an outsider and avoided by most. No. How many words per minute can you type? I don't know. I think I'm kind of decent at it. Kind of decent at it because I work in an office, but I have no idea. I've never done the words per minute test. This sucks. I will not press it. I don't want to be taken as an outsider by by a fictional world. I would love to go ahead and be like, for example, I will go to the Pokemon world, but then not being able to have a Pokemon will suck, and treated as an outsider will suck. So no. Next, will you press the button? You can fly, but you can never believe again. Everything you know and love becomes darkness, and you start to lose your soul. Eventually, you will be nothing but a ghost, and you can never feel again, and you're stuck on Earth forever, and you will never see the internet again. So the only pro about this one is never see the internet again. Everything else sucks. Um. So I said the top comment says, "I saw you will never see the internet again," and I was like, "No, that's dumb." Um. I will not because of the whole lose my life. You got an 87 word per minute. That's insane. That is very good. Not much punctuation yet though. Okay, I'm a press no on this one because I don't remember who Rob Schneider is. I feel like I would do okay at it, but I'm not sure if better than 87 word per minute. To be honest, also because English is my second language, so I don't know. I don't know who Rob Schneider is, even though I've said that I love movies. I can look it up. Mm-mm. Rob Schneider. Oh, I know you. You appear in honestly kind of cheap movies. The Animal was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Um, 50 First Dates also, but that's mainly an Adam Sandler movie. Um, yeah, I know you. I would like to say no. A movie star, but only on no. You know what? I will say no. Also, like you are 50 something, so at this point, I don't think you're making that many movies. Next, people say no. Who's Rob Schneider? Say people. That's the top comment. Okay, will you press the button? The final one. You get a piece of pie, yay! But every time you take a bite, the pie itself changes flavors, from cherry pie to apple pie to turkey pot pie, etc. This is just like wonderful. So I want it. Yes. Hell yeah, Pete. That was a really nice way to end that. So yeah, there you go. We're gonna eat pie, and it's gonna change from cherry pie to apple pie to turkey pot pie, etc. That's the opposite of a problem. I agree with the top comment. So yeah, I like that. That was a really cool way to end the will you press the button section. But that was really fun. It's always fun to play this, but I usually never do it. It's an interesting thing for sure. I like it tons, but like yeah, some things are kind of meh. Some things are kind of distasteful in my opinion. Like I think that the idea of like messing with terminal illnesses or things like that is fucking awful. But everything else is really cool. Um, you get to encounter an ugly question from time to time, but the side was a really interesting idea for sure. Physically attracting, yeah. This person is mentally ugly. Oh man. But yes, that was gonna be the end for now. 50 minutes of playing this. Wow.